What the hell are you doing to my daughter? Ethan's voice sliced through the air like a blade, his fist slamming the table hard enough to rattle silverware. He shot up from his chair, eyes locked on Maya, the black waitress hovering near Lily's side. His face twisted in fury, veins bulging on his neck as he stepped forward, invading her space. You think you can just whisper in her ear? Touch her? Back off now, or I'll have you thrown out. Maya froze mid-gesture, her hands still forming the ASL sign she'd been using to connect with the mute girl. Lily's eyes widened, her small fingers halting their reply, caught in the storm of her father's rage. Maya straightened, her jaw tightening against the rush of humiliation burning her cheeks. She wouldn't flinch. Not here. Not in front of this billionaire who saw her as nothing but a threat in her uniform. Sir, I was just... Save it! Ethan cut her off, his hand waving dismissively, inches from her face. He turned to the manager across the room, bellowing, Get over here! This woman's harassing my kid! Fire her on the spot! The words echoed, drawing stares from other diners, whispers rippling like fire through dry grass. Maya's heart pounded, fists clenching at her sides as the injustice hit her gut. Years of serving entitled elites, swallowing slights about her skin, her job, and now this? Accused of something twisted because she dared to communicate with a lonely child. Lily tugged at Ethan's sleeve, her face crumpling, fingers flying in desperate signs. Stop, Dad. She's nice. But Ethan ignored her, his focus laser-sharp on Maya. You people always pull this crap. Think you can exploit a vulnerable girl for a handout? His accusation hung heavy, laced with unspoken prejudice, making Maya's blood boil. She bit her lip hard, tasting salt, refusing to let tears betray her strength. Instead, she met his glare head-on, her voice steady despite the tremor in her chest. I'm not exploiting anyone. Your daughter was signing. I understood her. Lies, Ethan barked, stepping closer, his presence towering. He grabbed his phone, dialing security with one hand while pointing at her with the other. You're done here. Pack your things. The manager rushed over, face pale, nodding frantically to Ethan. Of course, Mr. Blackwell. Ma'am, you're relieved immediately. Maya's apron felt like lead as she untied it, the fabric slipping through fingers numb with shock. Patrons murmured, some nodding in agreement with Ethan's outburst, others averting their eyes in discomfort. The domino of his power fell hard, her job gone in seconds, her dignity stripped in public. But Maya wouldn't crumble. She knelt briefly to Lily's level, signing quickly. It's okay, sweetie. Be strong. Lily's eyes filled with confusion, her lower lip quivering as she signed back. Don't go. Ethan's rage flared anew at the sight. See? She's still at it. Get her out. Security arrived, two burly men flanking Maya, one gripping her arm roughly. She yanked free, spine rigid, refusing their touch. I'm going. But remember this, you're the one hurting her most. Her words landed like a punch, but Ethan dismissed them with a scoff, turning back to Lily as if the mess was cleaned. As Maya walked out the door, head high, the weight of lost wages crushed her thoughts. Bills piling, her son waiting at home. Yet fury fueled her steps, a fire igniting against the man's blind arrogance. Ethan sat back down, but Lily's silent sobs pierced him, her fingers motionless now, withdrawn into herself. He brushed it off, but a nagging doubt crept in, sharp as the edge of regret. The night air hit Maya like a slap, but she kept moving, determined not to let one rich fool break her. Inside, Ethan's hand trembled slightly as he poured water, the scene replaying in his mind, the way Lily had lit up for a moment before he shattered it. Something didn't sit right, a crack in his certainty widening. Maya's chin lifted, defiance sparking in her eyes as security's grip loosened. She wouldn't beg, wouldn't crumble under Ethan's glare or the room's judgmental hush. Her teeth ground together, jaw locked against the storm inside. Humiliation twisting like a knife, but she channeled it into steel resolve. Fine, she said, voice low and cutting, each word a deliberate strike. You win this round, Mr. Blackwell, but winning like this? It costs more than you think. Ethan snorted, crossing his arms, his posture screaming dominance. Excuses from someone caught red-handed. Just go. He waved her off again, but Lily's frantic signing caught his eye, her small hands pleading, Dad, no. She's my friend. Ethan grabbed Lily's wrist gently, pulling her close, whispering harshly, Quiet, honey, she's trouble. The girl's face fell, shoulders slumping, her silence now a wall thicker than before. Maya stripped off her apron with sharp tugs, folding it precisely before slapping it onto the nearest table. The fabric landed with a soft thud, but it echoed in her mind like a final door slam. She faced Ethan one last time, her gaze piercing through his armor. I've dealt with men like you my whole life. Quick to judge, slow to see. Your daughter? She deserves better than a father who shuts out the world. The words hung, heavy and prophetic, slicing the air without a shout. Ethan opened his mouth to retort, but she turned on her heel, strides measured and unyielding, ignoring the manager's muttered apologies. As she pushed through the swinging doors to the kitchen, co-workers stared, some sympathetic, others wary of the fallout. Maya grabbed her bag from the locker, fingers fumbling briefly over the photo of her son tucked inside. Rent due, groceries low, and now this. But she straightened her back, refusing pity. Tell the boss I'll pick up my last check tomorrow, she told a fellow waitress, voice steady. No tears, no breakdown, just forward motion. Outside, the Manhattan night buzzed with indifferent energy, taxis honking, pedestrians rushing past. Maya leaned against the brick wall for a split second, breath ragged, fists clenched until nails dug into palms. The injustice burned, accused, fired, humiliated because she dared show kindness. A black woman in service is always suspect. But she pushed off the wall, hailing a cab with a raised hand that didn't shake. Inside the vehicle, she stared out the window, replaying Lily's bright eyes during their brief ASL exchange. The girl's joy at being understood, now crushed by her father's blindness. Back in the restaurant, Ethan signaled for the check, his movements jerky, irritation masking the unease gnawing at him. Lily refused to eat, her fork idle, eyes downcast. He tried signing awkwardly, Sorry, kiddo, but she turned away, arms crossed, her mute protest louder than words. The waitress's parting shot echoed in his head. She deserves better. Doubt flickered, a spark he tried to snuff out. Why had Lily responded so vividly? He shoved the thought aside, focusing on the bill, but his hand paused over the tip line, hesitation creeping in. Maya arrived home to her modest Brooklyn apartment, the door creaking as she entered. Her son Jamal looked up from his homework, sensing her tension. Rough night, Mom? She forced a smile, ruffling his hair. Just another day, baby. We'll be fine. But as she sank into the couch, exhaustion hit, mingled with quiet fury. She wouldn't let this define her. Tomorrow she'd hit the job listings, volunteer at the community center, keep helping kids like Lily, signing stories to bridge their worlds. Her resilience burned bright, a beacon against the dark. Ethan, driving home with Lily asleep in the back, gripped the wheel tighter. The girl's peaceful face in the rear view stirred something unfamiliar. Guilt's sharp edge. He replayed the scene. Maya's calm exit, her words like a curse lingering. What if he'd misread it all? The question festered, urging him toward answers he wasn't ready to face yet. Damn it, Ethan muttered under his breath, slamming the car door shut in the underground garage of his penthouse. Lily trudged ahead, her backpack slung low, refusing to look back. He followed, keys jangling in his fist, the echo amplifying his frustration. Up in the elevator, silence pressed heavily. Lily's fingers were idle, her usual fidgeting absent. Ethan reached out, signing clumsily, Talk to me. But she shook her head, eyes fixed on the floor, a barrier he couldn't breach. In the lavish living room, Ethan dropped his coat, pacing like a caged animal. Lily slumped on the couch, pulling her knees up, shutting him out. He knelt before her, forcing eye contact. What was that back there? Why'd you sign to her? Lily's hands exploded into motion. She understood me. You yelled. She's gone because of you. Ethan recoiled, her signs hitting like accusations. He grabbed her hands to stop them, but she yanked free, fury flashing in her eyes. Stop it. She's a stranger. I protected you. But Lily signed fiercer. No, you hurt her. Hurt me. Ethan stood, rubbing his temples, the room spinning with doubt. Protected or overreacted? He replayed the restaurant chaos, the waitress's calm defiance, Lily's brief spark of joy. What if it wasn't harassment? He snatched his phone, scrolling through contacts for the restaurant manager, but hesitated. Pride choked him. Instead, he poured a scotch, the burn down his throat matching the fire in his gut. Lily stormed off to her room, door slamming shut, the sound rattling his nerves. Alone, Ethan sank into an armchair, staring at the city lights below. His mind raced, Maya's hands moving fluidly, Lily responding, not fear, but connection. ASL. He knew the basics for Lily, but never mastered it, too busy building empires. Guilt twisted sharper. Had he isolated her further? He fished in his pocket, pulling out the small bracelet he'd found on the floor after the scene. Gold chain, simple pendant engraved. Sister forever. Not Lily's, must be the waitress's. He turned it over, fingers tracing the words, a pang hitting him. Who was she? The engraving stirred something vague, a whisper of familiarity he couldn't place. Ethan set the bracelet down, but it mocked him from the table. He grabbed his laptop, typing furiously, ASL for beginners. Videos loaded, hands shaping words, fluid and precise. He mimicked one. Hello. Lily's door cracked open. She peeked, signing, too late. But her eyes softened fractionally. Ethan persisted, signing, I'm sorry. She hesitated, then signed back. Prove it. Find her. The exchange cracked his resolve wider. What if the waitress wasn't scheming? What if she was helping? Regret surged, hot and unrelenting. Ethan paced again, bracelet in hand now, its weight pulling at him. He dialed the manager after all. The waitress you fired, name and address. The man stammered compliance, fear evident. Maya Thompson, sir, lives in Brooklyn. But Ethan hung up, address noted. Doubt morphed into urgency. Lily watched from her doorway, hope to flicker in her gaze. He signed, I'll fix this. She nodded, retreating, but the door stayed ajar. A sliver of trust. Ethan stared at the bracelet, turning it under the lamp. Sister forever. Odd detail, nagging like a loose thread. Why did it feel connected? He pocketed it, resolved to harden. Tomorrow he'd track her down, apologize if needed. But deeper, unease brewed. What else had he missed about Lily's world? The city hummed outside, indifferent, as Ethan's world tilted on its axis. Hours later, sleep evaded him. Visions of Maya's unyielding stare haunted her prophetic words, echoing, she deserves better. He bolted upright, bracelet clutched in his fist. This wasn't over. The crack in his certainty widened to a chasm, pulling him toward truths he dreaded to face. I can't just sit here, Ethan growled to himself, slamming his fist on the desk, the bracelet skittering across the surface. Lily's door remained cracked, her expectant eyes burning into him from the shadows. He snatched his keys, coat half on, storming out the penthouse door. No more hesitation. The address burned in his pocket. Brooklyn, a world away from his glass tower. He revved the engine of his sleek black SUV, tires screeching as he peeled into the night streets, guilt propelling him forward like a whip. Traffic jammed his path, horns blaring, but Ethan's mind raced ahead. Flashes assaulted him. Maya's unyielding stare, Lily's betrayed signs, the bracelet's engraving mocking his ignorance. He gripped the wheel, knuckles white, swerving through lanes. What if she's right? What if I ruined everything? The words escaped his lips, bitter. He punched the dashboard screen, pulling up the GPS, 40 minutes to her block. Too long. He accelerated, weaving past cabs and ignoring the warnings from the red lights. Brooklyn loomed, streets narrowing, buildings closing in. Ethan parked haphazardly, slamming the door, and strode purposefully toward the faded apartment building. Doubt clawed at him, showing up unannounced. But Lily's plea echoed. Prove it. He buzzed the intercom, finger jabbing repeatedly. Static crackled. Who is it? Maya's voice sharp and wary. Ethan leaned in. It's Blackwell. We need to talk. Silence stretched, then the buzzer grated open. He bounded upstairs 2 at a time, heart hammering, sweat beading despite the chill. At her door, ajar, Maya stood arms crossed, eyes narrowed like daggers. You? Here? After firing me in front of everyone? Ethan pushed inside without invitation, breath heavy. I was wrong. Maybe. Lily. She won't stop singing about you. Maya stepped back, fists clenching, but held her ground. Wrong? That's it? You humiliated me, called me a predator because of how I look. What I do? Ethan's jaw tightened. I protected my kid, but the signs. You knew ASL. How? She slammed the door shut behind him, voice rising. My sister was deaf. I learned from her. Died in an accident, similar to whatever happened to your girl. Ethan's eyes widened, the bracelet suddenly heavy in his pocket. He pulled it out, holding it up. This yours? Found it after. Maya's breath caught, hands snatching it, fingers trembling as she clasped it on. It was hers. Lost it years ago. The connection hit Ethan like a gut punch, fate twisting their paths. But Maya wasn't softening. You think showing up fixes it? I lost my job. Bills don't pay themselves. Ethan paced her cramped living room, frustration boiling. I'll get it back. Or better, compensate you. She laughed, bitter and short. Money? That's your answer. Always the rich man's fix. He stopped, facing her. Then what? Tell me. Maya met his gaze, unblinking. Learn. Understand why Lily needs more than your protection. She needs connection. Ethan's phone buzzed. Work alerts, ignored. He sat on her worn couch, elbows on knees, defeat creeping in. I never learned ASL properly. Too busy building the company. After her accident, I shut down. Maya hesitated, then sat across, tension easing fractionally. Accident? What kind? He rubbed his face. Car crash. The driver fled. Lily lost her voice, traumatized. Maya's eyes softened, but she pressed. And you? Blame yourself? Ethan nodded, voice cracking. Every day. The conversation dug deeper, Ethan unraveling threads he'd buried. Maya shared her scars, sister's death in a hit and run, community rallying, but justice slipping away. Parallels struck him hard, guilt morphing into shared pain. I came to apologize, he admitted finally, voice raw. But now, I need your help, for Lily. Maya stood, pacing now. Help? After what you did? But her resolve wavered, seeing his vulnerability crack open. Hours blurred, coffee brewed, stories exchanged. Ethan signed basics under her guidance. Hands awkward but determined. Maya corrected sharply. No, like this. Fingers straight. He fumbled, laughed self-deprecatingly. Pathetic, huh? She smirked. Progress. As Dawn hinted, Ethan rose. I'll make this right. Job back, plus more. Maya nodded slowly. Start with Lily. Bring her next time. He left, bracelet returned, but a new weight lifted, purpose igniting. Driving back, Ethan replayed her word, determination stealing him. Brooklyn faded in the mirror, but the bridge to Maya felt solid. Yet questions lingered. The accident parallels too close. He gripped the wheel, vowing to dig deeper. Lily waited at home, signing eagerly upon his return. Did you find her? He signed back. Yes, and more. Her smile lit him up, but shadows of unresolved pain hovered, pulling him toward revelations yet unseen. Get out of my head, Maya hissed to the empty kitchen, slamming a cabinet door, the echo sharp in her quiet apartment. Ethan's unexpected visit lingered like smoke, his apology raw, the bracelet's return stirring ghosts she buried deep. But she shoved it aside, tying her hair back with fierce tugs, focusing on the stack of resumes on the table. No time for rich men's regrets. Jamal burst in from his room, backpack slung. Mom, you're up early. Job hunt again? She nodded, forcing a grin that didn't reach her eyes. Always hustling, kid. Eat your breakfast. Maya poured cereal, her movements precise, mind racing through the night's revelations. Ethan's story about Lily's crash mirrored her sister's too closely. Hit and run, voices silenced forever. Coincidence? She clenched the spoon, knuckles paling. Not my fight, she muttered, but doubt gnawed. Jamal signed across the table. Can I help at the center today? Maya signed back. Sure, but school first. Her hands flowed effortlessly, a language of love forged in loss. At the community center in Brooklyn's heart, Maya dove in, apron swapped for a volunteer badge. Kids swarmed, deaf, mute, overlooked. She knelt before a boy, fingers shaping stories. Once a brave girl fought dragons. The child's eyes lit, hands mimicking hers, laughter silent but vibrant. Volunteers nodded her way. Maya's magic, one whispered. She corrected a girl's sign sharply. Thumb up, not down. The girl beamed, hugging her tight. Maya's chest tightened, echoes of her sister, gone too soon. Break time hit. Maya slipped to the office, flipping through old files. Her sister's accident report stared back. Driver never caught, case cold. Ethan's words replayed. Driver fled. She traced the page, fury simmering. What if it's linked? But she snapped the folder shut, refusing the pull. Outside, she led a group session, hands commanding attention. Today we sign our dreams. Kids erupted in motion. Doctor, astronaut, hero. Maya joined, signing teacher, like always. Jamal arrived post-school, diving in to help. Mom, that rich guy from last night, he's coming back? Maya shot him a look, signing, mind your business. But Jamal persisted. Lily needs you, like Aunt did. Maya's throat closed, memories flooding. Nights teaching her sister ASL. Laughter filling voids. She hugged Jamal fiercely. We'll see. Now help with snacks. They distributed food, her energy unflagging, masking exhaustion from the firing. A parent approached, gripping her arm. Thanks for fighting for us. Funding cuts hit hard. Maya squared her shoulders. We push back. Petition's ready. Sign it. The woman nodded, inspired. Maya's world spun on this. Resilience amid scraps. Building bridges where others built walls. Phone buzzed. Unknown number. Ethan's voice. I meant it. Can I bring Lily? She hesitated, fingers hovering. Tomorrow, center. Don't be late. Hung up, heart pounding. Vulnerability cracked her armor. Helping Lily meant reopening wounds. Evening routine kicked in. Dinner cooked, homework checked. Jamal signed bedtime stories. Maya joined, her signs fluid poetry. As he slept, she sat alone, bracelet glinting. Sister, guide me. Strength renewed, she prepped for tomorrow. Resumes printed, center plans sketched. No gavel from Ethan would break her. She'd rise, help others rise. Yet the accident parallels tugged, a thread begging to unravel. Dawn broke. Maya rose early, stealing for the day. Ethan's world encroached, but hers stood firm, unyielding, compassionate, ready to clash or connect. The center awaited, kids' hopeful faces her anchor, pulling her forward into uncertainties brewing. You think one sorry fixes everything? Maya snapped, arms locked across her chest as Ethan stepped into the community center. Lily trailing behind him, eyes wide and scanning. He halted, breath catching at her intensity, the air thick with unresolved tension. I came, like you said, brought her. Lily signed quickly to Maya. Hi again, missed you. Maya's face softened for a split second, but she hardened it fast, signing back. Good to see you, kid. Then to Ethan. This isn't about me forgiving you, it's about her. Ethan shoved his hands in his pockets, jaw set. Name your terms, job back, raise? Tell me. Maya laughed sharply, stepping closer, voice a whip. Terms? Learn ASL properly. Spend time here, not just drop cash. And face why you exploded. Your prejudice. He flinched but nodded. Deal, starting now. Lily tugged his sleeve, signing, Teach him? Maya hesitated, then knelt to her level. If he earns it. Ethan watched, regret twisting his gut anew, their easy flow mocking his clumsiness. Session started. Maya led, hands commanding the room. Ethan sat awkwardly among kids, mimicking signs. Thank you, sorry. His fingers fumbled, frustration mounting. This is harder than boardrooms. Maya cut in. Life's hard for everyone. Try again. Lily giggled silently, signing encouragement. Bond formed in fits. Ethan's walls cracking under Maya's unrelenting gaze. "Why help me?" he muttered during break. She handed him coffee, black and hot. "Not for you, for her, and maybe your story hits close." He sipped, burning his tongue, pain sharpening focus. "The accident. You said similar." Maya nodded, pulling a faded photo from her wallet. Her sister smiling, bracelet visible. "Hit and run. The driver vanished. Cops dropped it fast. Poor black family. Who cares?" Ethan's eyes narrowed, memory surging. Lily's too. The driver fled. Case cold. She froze, photo trembling. "Same year? Same area?" He confirmed, dates aligning. "Coincidence?" Maya whispered, doubt igniting. They dug in hushed tones, Ethan pulling phone, searching old reports. "Look, witness mentioned a black sedan. Matches yours?" Maya grabbed the device, scrolling fiercely. "My sister's file had that, and a partial plate." Ethan's pulse raced. "Mine too. Overlap?" She thrust it back. "Not here. Later. Focus on Lily now." But the seed planted, unease coiling tight. Apology deepened in actions. Ethan signed with kids, his CEO facade shedding. A boy challenged him. Race signing animals. Ethan lost, laughing genuinely for once. Maya observed arms loosening. "You're trying." He met her eyes. "Owe you that." Lily beamed, signing to both. "Friends now?" Maya signed, "Maybe, with conditions. Break over." Maya uncovered an old box in the office. Letters, clippings from her sister's case. One envelope caught her eye. Hospital note, scribbled name. "Blackwell?" She stuffed it away as Ethan entered. "What's that?" She slammed the lid. "Nothing. Your turn to lead a drill." He complied, but curiosity burned, her evasion sparking his suspicions. Session ended. Kids dispersed. Ethan lingered. "Thank you, truly." Maya faced him square. "Prove it long term. And that accident link? We investigate. Quietly." He agreed, handshake firm, electricity in the touch. "Partners?" She pulled back. "Allies, for now." Lily hugged her goodbye, signing. "Come home with us?" Maya chuckled. "Soon, sweetie." Ethan left with Lily, her chatter signs nonstop. "She's amazing." He signed, "Yeah." But in the car, he clutched the wheel, mind on that envelope. "What are you hiding?" Maya, back at the center, reopened the box, letter in hand, addressed to a Blackwell relative, hinting at a cover-up. "This changes everything," she breathed, resolved to steal. The alliance forged, but secrets simmered, ready to erupt into larger storms. "Stay out of family business, or you'll regret it," Victor snarled, bursting into Ethan's office, his face contorted in rage, slamming a folder down so hard the desk vibrated. Ethan jerked back in his chair, phone still warm from Maya's call, the letter's hint of cover-up fresh in his mind. Victor leaned in close, breath hot and accusing. "Heard you're digging into old accidents. With that waitress? You're dragging dirt on the Blackwell name." Ethan's eyes narrowed, fist clenching under the desk. "How do you know about her and the accidents? Lily's, her sister's. Links everywhere." Victor laughed coldly, pulling back but looming still. "Links? Paranoia suits you, cousin. Focus on the company, not some charity case." He snatched the folder, flipping pages aggressively. "Board meeting tomorrow. Push that diversity crap and I'll block it." Ethan's temper flared. He stood, matching Victor's height. "Block it? You're VP because of me. Family loyalty? Or just greed?" Victor's lip curled, eyes flashing hatred. "Loyalty? You parade around with outsiders, questioning our past. Lily's crash was a tragedy. Let it die." Maya's voice echoed in Ethan's head. The envelope scribble. Blackwell kin involved. He stepped forward, voice low and lethal. "What do you know about it?" The driver fled. Case dropped fast. Victor shoved him back, chest heaving. "Nothing, but keep poking, and you'll lose more than allies." The threat hung, Victor's knuckles white on the folder. Ethan grabbed his arm. "Threaten me? In my office?" Victor yanked free, smirking. "Your office, for now. Inheritance? Lily's mute, vulnerable, perfect for adjustments." The words struck Ethan like fists. Inheritance. Vulnerability. He lunged, collaring Victor. "You bastard! You orchestrated it!" Victor twisted away, laughing more deeply. "Prove it. But warn your new friend, stay clear." He stormed out, door banging shut, leaving Ethan breathless, rage boiling over. Lily's face flashed, her silence, his failure. Victor's enmity wasn't new, but this venom, fresh, targeted. Ethan paced, dialing Maya instantly. "Victor just ambushed me. Knows about our dig. Threatened us." Her intake sharp over the line. "Your cousin, the VP, he mentioned my sister," Ethan confirmed, pulse thundering. "He's hiding something. Jealous of Lily's stake." Maya cursed low. "Come here, now." That letter, addressed to a V. Blackwell. Ethan's gut twisted. "Victor, I'm on my way." Traffic blurred. Ethan weaved lanes, mind dissecting Victor's outburst. Greed always simmered in him. Passed over for CEO, resenting Lily's future shares. But sabotage? Crash orchestration? Fists pounded the wheel. At the center, Maya waited outside, envelope clutched. "Read it." Ethan scanned, hospital note. "Payment to silence witness." Signed VB. "It's him. Covered up both crashes?" Maya nodded, eyes fierce. "My sister's driver matched descriptions. Yours too. He eliminated threats to inheritance." Alliance solidified in fury. They huddled inside, mapping connections. Victor's rise post-crash, sudden wealth spikes. Ethan signed to Lily in the next room. "Safe?" She signed back. "Scared of Uncle Vic." Revelation hit. Lily's old signs about bad car man dismissed as trauma. "She knew," Ethan whispered, guilt crashing anew. Maya gripped his shoulder. "Confront later. Gather proof first." Victor's shadow lengthened. Calls to board members. Whispers of Ethan's instability. Ethan fielded one. "Victor's saying you're unraveling. Alliance with a fired waitress?" He hung up, resolve hardening. Maya prepped files, her movements sharp. "He underestimates us." Ethan agreed, but fear edged in. Victor's reach deep, dangerous. Night fell. Ethan left, promising updates. Maya locked up, envelope hidden, but Victor's threat echoed. At home, Ethan bolted doors, Lily asleep but restless. Victor's car idled outside earlier, watching. Paranoia gripped, but determination burned brighter. The enemy revealed, but depths unknown, urging deeper dives into shadows looming larger. "You're playing with fire, cousin. Back off now." Victor's voice hissed over the phone, cutting through Ethan's earpiece as he slammed into Maya's apartment, door rattling behind him. Maya spun from her table strewn with files, eyes blazing. "Who was that?" "Him." Ethan tossed the phone down, breath ragged, fists pounding the wall. "Victor, warning me off the dig. Knows we're linking the crashes." Maya snatched a stack of papers, thrusting them at him. "Then we accelerate. Look, witness statements from my sister's file. Black sedan, partial plate, VBE something." Ethan grabbed the docs, scanning furiously, his finger jabbing lines. "Matches Lily's report. VB? Victor Blackwell." Maya nodded sharply, pulling up her laptop. "Hack his emails?" "No. Smarter. Start with hospital records." Ethan dialed a contact, voice commanding. "Get me sealed files on the 13 crashes. Discreet." The line clicked. Waiting gnawed. Maya paced, fingers drumming. "Your company's servers access Victor's logs?" He hesitated. Risky, but yes. They huddled over the screen, Ethan logging in remotely, codes flying from his fingertips. Alarms blared in his mind. Victor's reached deep, but fury drove him. "Got it. Email trail. Payments to a fixer. Dates match crashes." Maya leaned in, breath hot on his shoulder. "Names. Witnesses paid off?" Ethan scrolled, uncovering redacted lines. One name clear. Elena Ruiz. Said she saw the driver. Maya gasped, recognition hitting. "My neighbor back then. She vanished after." Ethan copied files, heart slamming. "We find her. Now." They bolted out, SUV roaring to Elena's last address in Queens. Maya directed, voice tense. "Left here. She babysat Jamal once." Ethan swerved, tires screeching. If Victor silenced her, Maya cut him off. He did. For inheritance. Door-to-door knocks yielded snarls. Gone years ago. One old man grumbled. Moved after threats. Try Jersey. Ethan cursed, slamming back into the car. Jersey it is. Maya dialed contacts from the center, network of overlooked voices. Got an address. Drive. Hours blurred. They crossed bridges, tension coiling. At a rundown complex, Elena opened the door a crack, chain taut, eyes widening at Maya. You? After all this? Maya pushed forward. The crashes. You saw. Elena yanked her in, Ethan following, door bolting. Blackwell paid me to shut up. Said it was an accident. Ethan's fist clenched. Which Blackwell? Victor? Elena nodded, trembling. Him. Hired the driver. To scare. But it went wrong. Maya pressed. Proof? Elena dug out a hidden envelope. Check stubs. Signed VB. Took copies for insurance. Ethan photographed everything. Pulse racing. This nails him. But Elena gripped his arm. He's dangerous. Followed me once. Maya hugged her fiercely. We protect you now. Back in the car, evidence buzzing on phones, Ethan dialed another lead, a retired cop on Lily's case. Meet us, urgent. The cop, grizzled and wary, met in a diner booth. Case dropped from above. Pressure? Maya slid photos across. From Victor? Cop whistled. Yeah, bribes traced to him. Ethan leaned in. Testify? The cop hesitated. If safe. Chain built, leads cascading. Maya uncovered Victor's financials through a hacker friend. Offshore accounts swelling post-crashes. He profited, sold family shares quietly. Ethan confronted a board ally privately. Victor's dirt. Help us. Allie spilled. He plotted against Lily. Memos prove it. Files transferred, encrypted. But Victor's shadow struck. Tires slashed on Ethan's SUV overnight. He's on to us, Maya whispered, scanning the streets. Ethan hotwired a rental, determined iron. We don't stop. Deeper dives. Maya revisited her sister's grave, a clue hidden in old letters, a coded note from Elena. Confirms driver ID. Ethan hacked deeper into company servers, uncovering deleted voicemails. Victor's voice. Handle the girl. Make it look random. Chills raced down his spine. Got him on tape. Maya played it back, face paling. For both crashes? Matches confirmed. They rallied more witnesses. 2 more paid off, now breaking the silence under the promise of protection. Tensions peaked at a safe house Ethan arranged. Maya poured over timelines. Your aunt's will. Lily inherits majority at 18. Victor loses control. Ethan slammed the table. He crippled her for money. Tears stung, but action surged. They compiled a dossier, emails, stubs, tapes. Enough for cops? Maya nodded. But Victor's connected. We need ironclad. Final lead. The driver himself in hiding. Maya tracked via old community ties. Prison record, paroled last year. Ethan arranged a meet. Dark alley, cash incentive. Driver confessed raw. Victor hired me. Said scared the kid, but brakes failed. Ethan recorded every word, fist trembling. Why my daughter? Driver shrugged. Inheritance block. Maya pressed. My sister too? Driver nodded. Collateral. Wrong place. Fury exploded. Ethan lunged, Maya pulling him back. Evidence first. They left with a confession taped, pieces locking. Back at base, dossier complete. But Victor called, I know what you're building. Drop it or she pays. Maya, Lily, threat ambiguous, fear igniting. Ethan hung up, hugging Maya fiercely. We end this. Alliance unbreakable, evidence mountain high, but Victor's noose tightened, promising escalation, fierce and unforgiving. You monster! How could you betray your blood? Ethan roared, lunging across the table at Victor's holographic image on the screen, his fist connecting with air as the recorded confession played out. Maya grabbed his arm, yanking him back, her nails digging in deep. Wait, listen, it's all here. The driver's voice crackled from the tape. Victor Blackwell ordered both hits. Lily first, to mute her claim on the empire. Then the sister, wrong time, wrong car, but he covered it anyway. Collateral for control. Ethan's face drained of color, and he collapsed into the chair, hands shaking as he paused the recording. My cousin planned to kill her? For shares? Maya knelt beside him, voice steel despite the tremor. Not kill, cripple, make her unfit for inheritance. Your aunt's will, voice required for board votes. Mute her, sideline her. Ethan slammed the laptop shut, but the words burned in, betrayal slicing deeper than any blade. And your sister? Why? Maya replayed a segment, driver's rasp filling the room. She witnessed the setup. Test drive gone wrong. Victor panicked, ordered the second hit. Fury exploded. Ethan swept files off the table, papers scattering like accusations. Years! He smiled at family dinners, played uncle to Lily, all while plotting this? Maya gathered the docs, her movements frantic but focused. Proofs ironclad, emails link him to the driver, payments from hidden accounts. Post-crash, he siphoned funds, bought loyalty. Ethan grabbed her shoulders, eyes wild. He destroyed lives for power. My company, our legacy, built on blood? Maya shoved the envelope at him. The hospital note from before. Signed VB hush money to docs. Faked reports. Accident, not sabotage. Ethan's mind reeled. Flashbacks assaulting. Lily's screams that night. Silenced forever. Maya's tears over her sister's grave. Linked, all linked. He bolted up, dialing the cop ally. We have a confession. Full scope. Double hit for inheritance grab. Cop's voice grave. That's motive. Treason in family terms. But Victor's connected. Feds involved now. They pieced it further. The dossier unfolding horrors. Victor's memos. Eliminate vocal threats to succession. Maya traced timelines on the wall with a marker. Lines converging. Your aunt suspected him. Change will last minute. Favoring Lily. Ethan nodded, memory surfacing. She warned me. Watch Victor. I ignored it. Self-loathing hit hard. He punched the wall, knuckles splitting. Maya bandaged him quickly. Blame him, not you. We exposed this. Deeper revelations poured. Driver's addendum. Victor rigged brakes on Lily's car. Sisters, tampered chase. Maya collapsed against the wall, sobs choking out. She died because of your family's greed? Ethan pulled her close, his tears falling. Our fight now. End it. Alliance fused in shared agony, but truth's weight crushed. Victor's web spanning years, ensnaring innocence. Phone buzzed. Anonymous text. No too much. Stop. Ethan's reply, never. They fortified the safe house, locks triple-checked. Maya played the tape again. Driver's final words. He said, family first, mine. Ethan froze. His branch was cut out of the will. Revenge. Maya nodded. Psychopath. But we have him. Night pressed. They strategized. Evidence compiled into a bomb. Ethan's call to a trusted lawyer. File charges, anonymously first. The lawyer whistled. This blows the Blackwells apart. Maya added, and heals us. But shadows lingered. Victor's full reach unknown. Retaliation brewing. As dawn crept, Ethan signed to Lily over video. Truth coming. She signed back. Scared, but brave. Maya watched, resolved to ignite. The core exposed, greed's rot at the heart. But confrontation loomed, danger sharpening for the final clash. You think you can ruin me with your pathetic little files? Victor sneered, slamming the office door behind Maya, the lock clicking with a cold snap. She stood tall, dossier clutched tight, heart hammering as his shadow loomed across the sleek boardroom. I know what you did, Victor. Lily, my sister, your hits, your bribes, all for your greedy grab at the Blackwell Empire. Victor laughed, sharp and venomous, circling her like a predator. Bold, Waitress, but you're in my world now. No one leaves this room with accusations. Maya's jaw locked, teeth grinding as she backed toward the desk, fingers brushing a letter opener, her only weapon. Evidence doesn't lie. Tapes, emails, your voice confessing. Victor lunged, snatching her wrist, twisting until the dossier hit the floor, pages scattering like broken promises. "Shut up!" he roared, face inches from hers, breath hot with rage. "You think Ethan believes a nobody like you over family?" Maya's eyes blazed, yanking free with a surge of strength. "He believes the truth, and Lily deserves it." Victor kicked the papers aside, slamming his fist on the desk, the phone toppling. "Lily's a liability, mute, useless to the board. I made sure of it." Maya's blood boiled, memories of her sister's stolen life fueling her. She stepped forward, voice ablade. "You crippled a child for shares. My sister died for your cover-up. You're done." Victor grabbed her shoulders, shoving her against the wall, breath ragged. "Done. I'm untouchable. You? Disposable." Panic spiked, but Maya kneed his thigh, breaking free, diving for the letter opener. Victor tackled her, pinning her arms, the blade skidding across the floor. "Scream, and it's over." Maya spat in his face, defiance burning. "I'm not scared of you." He tightened his grip, snarling. "Should be. I've buried bigger threats." Her ribs ached, but she twisted, elbow slamming his jaw, buying seconds to scramble for the door. Locked. Victor rose, wiping blood, smirking. "No escape. Your proof?" "Shredded soon." Maya scanned frantically, window bolted, no phone signal. But Ethan's words echoed. Allies. She spotted the desk's security button, lunging to press it. Alarms blared, startling Victor. "What did you—" She cut him off, voice steady despite fear. "Security's coming. Your game's up." He charged, fist raised, but footsteps thundered outside, guards alerted. Maya dodged, grabbing scattered papers, clutching evidence tight. Victor's eyes wild, he smashed a chair against the door, delaying entry. "You think guards save you? I own half of them." Maya's heart sank, but resolve held. She signed quickly to herself. Lily signs. Be strong. Lily trusted you, betrayed her uncle. Victor froze, rage flickering to guilt, but snapped back. "She was collateral, like your sister." Doors rattled. Ethan's voice boomed outside. "Maya, open it!" Victor grabbed a paperweight, hurling it. Maya ducked, glass shattering behind. She kicked his shin, diving for the lock, fingers fumbling. Victor yanked her hair, dragging her back. "No one exposes me!" Pain seared, but Maya clawed his arm, breaking free as the door burst open. Ethan stormed in, fist connecting with Victor's face, sending him sprawling. Guards hesitated, loyal to Victor's bribes. Ethan roared, "Stand down or you're fired!" Maya scrambled up, dossier clutched, breath heaving. "Evidence here! His confession!" Victor lunged again, but Ethan pinned him, knee on chest. "Stay down, traitor!" Maya shoved papers at a guard. "Copy these, now!" Victor thrashed, cursing. "You'll pay, both of you!" Ethan tied Victor's wrist with a cord, Maya guarding the door, opener in hand. He admitted it. Planned Lily's crash, my sister's death. Guards wavered, one grabbing the dossier, nodding. "We'll secure it." Victor's eyes burned, but defeat crept in as cuffs clicked, borrowed from a loyal guard. Maya met Ethan's gaze, alliance unbreakable, but danger lingered. Victor's allies lurked. They dragged him to a holding, dossier safe, but Maya's pulse raced, threats unresolved. Ethan gripped her shoulder. "You okay?" She nodded, bruised but unbowed. "For Lily, for my sister." Outside, board members gathered, whispers of betrayal spreading. Victor's empire cracked, but his venomous glare promised retaliation, a storm brewing beyond the cuffs. "Release me, you fools! I'll destroy you all!" Victor bellowed, thrashing against the cuffs as guards hauled him toward the holding room, his face twisted in feral rage. Maya burst free from the chaos, dossier clutched like a lifeline, dodging a guard's hesitant grab. Ethan shoved through the door, pulling her behind him, breath exploding. "Run! His allies! Coming fast!" Maya's legs pumped, adrenaline surging, bruises throbbing but ignored as they sprinted down the corridor, alarms wailing overhead. Victor's roar echoed, "Stop them!" Footsteps thundered behind, two bribed guards charging, Batons raised. Ethan spun, fist cracking one's jaw, sending him sprawling. Maya kicked the second's knee, bone crunching, buying seconds. Elevator, now! They dove in, doors slamming shut as fists pounded outside. Ethan jammed the button repeatedly. We need the final proof. His safe. Hidden files. Maya nodded, gasping. Confession tape incomplete. Full ledger in his vault. Elevator dinged. They bolted to Victor's private office, barricading the door with a chair. Ethan ripped open drawers, papers flying. Combination? Where? Maya scanned shelves, spotting a framed photo. Victor's aunt, Will, a date etched. Try that. 12/15/10. Safe clicked open. Inside, a drive gleamed. Ethan plugged it in. Files loading, ledgers detailing bribes, hit orders, forged wills. Here, direct link to both crashes, signatures, timestamps. Maya's eyes widened. An ant's poisoning? Traces covered. Alarms blared louder. The door rattled violently. Open up! Victor's voice was muffled but venomous. Ethan copied files frantically, the drive whirring. Almost done! Maya guarded the door, letter opener gripped tight, heart slamming. Hurry! They're breaking in! Wood splintered. Ethan yanked the drive, pocketing it. Got it! Window! Escape! Maya smashed the glass with a lamp, shards raining. Ethan boosted her out, following as the door burst open. They dropped to the fire escape, metal clanging underfoot, racing downstairs. Guards leaned out, shouting, Stop or we shoot! Bullets whizzed past. Maya ducked, scraping her knee on the grating. Ethan fired back with a concealed pistol, warning shots scattering pursuers. Garage! My car! They hit ground level, sprinting across pavement, tires screeching as Ethan revved the engine. Maya dove in. They peeled out. Guards' vehicles pursuing in mirrors. Chase ignited. Maya clutched the dashboard, files secure in her lap. Head to the safe house. Upload this. Ethan swerved lanes, horns blaring. Victor's network. Hacking our comms? Phone buzzed. Unknown caller. Victor's laugh crackled. You have my drive? Won't matter. Kill switch activated. Drive heated in Ethan's pocket. He tossed it to Maya. Extract now. She plugged into her phone, fingers flying on the screen. Firewall bypassing. Data streamed, full confessions, video of Victor ordering hits, Ant's autopsy faked. Pursuers rammed their bumper. Ethan accelerated, weaving through traffic. Hold on, Maya braced, uploading chunks to the cloud. Half done, poison-proof here. He dosed her tea. Ethan growled. Bastard, for total control. Another ram, glass cracked. Maya shouted, Allie, cut through. Ethan veered sharply, scraping walls, losing one tail. Second closed. Shots pinged the hood. Ethan returned fire, tire exploding on chasers. Crashed behind. Safe, momentarily. They ditched the car in the shadows, running to a warehouse Ethan owned. Inside, Maya finished uploading, breath ragged. All here, irrefutable. Crashes, murder, embezzlement. Ethan locked the doors, pulling her into a fierce hug. You escaped him. Brave as hell. Maya pulled back, eyes fierce. For justice. Lily's future. They reviewed files. Victor's diary entries boasting schemes. Witness lists silenced. But danger pressed. Warehouse door rattled. They're here. Ethan grabbed a crowbar. Maya was armed with a pipe. Intruders breached. A fight erupted. Ethan swung, connecting skull. Maya bashed his knees, dropping him. Run to the server room. They barricaded inside, Ethan booting up backup. Broadcast to board, now. Maya typed commands, files streaming to emails. Sent, exposure live. Fists pounded the door. Victor's voice. Give up. Empire's mine. Ethan roared back. Not anymore. Proof's out. Silence, then retreat. Sirens wailed distant. Maya slumped, victorious but drained. We got it. Final nail. Ethan nodded, drive secure. His end. Alliance unbreakable, evidence sealed, but climax awaited. Public unmasking looming fierce. Lies, all lies from a desperate fraud, Victor bellowed, surging against his restraints in the boardroom center. Face purple with fury as Ethan slammed the projector remote, the screen igniting with damning evidence. Ledgers, tapes, confessions blazing bright. Maya stood firm beside Ethan, drive clutched, voice cutting through the chaos. Watch. Your own words condemn you. Board members gasped, chairs scraping as Victor twisted, spitting at her. Shut that off. She's a liar. Planted it all. Ethan stepped forward, eyes locked on Victor's. Remote gripped like a weapon. Play it. The audio crackled, Victor's voice snarling from speakers. Mute the girl. Secure the empire. Gasps rippled. A board elder clutched his chest. Victor lunged, cuffs straining, but guards pinned him harder. Fabricated, Ethan, you traitor. Siding with trash over blood? Maya thrust the drive forward. Trash? My sister died for your scheme. Lily suffered. Proof's real. Screen flipped. Emails scrolling. Bribes to drivers. Poison traces in Aunt's autopsy. A woman board member stood, voice shaking. Victor, you killed her? For control? He laughed manically, but cracks showed. Sweat beading, eyes darting. No! Ethan's forging this! Arrest him! Ethan countered swiftly. Ledgers match your accounts. Confessions taped. The driver named you. Maya hit play on her phone. Driver's rasp filling the air. Victor ordered hits. Crashes for inheritance. The board erupted. Shouts. Phones grabbed for calls. Victor roared. Silence! I built this company. But Ethan advanced, face inches from his. You destroyed it. Poisoned Aunt. Crashed Lily. Killed innocents. Victor head-butted wildly, but Ethan dodged, fist connecting with his gut. Admit it. Guards pulled Ethan back. Victor wheezed, defiance crumbling. Fine, I did it. For what's mine? Lily's weakness. Opportunity. Admission hung. Room frozen. Maya seized the moment. Voice thunder. Weakness? She's stronger than you. Evidence uploaded. Feds incoming. Sirens wailed distance, confirming. Board chair rose, gavel slamming. Victor Blackwell. Removed. Arrest him. Guards dragged him. Victor thrashing. You'll regret this. Allies everywhere. But doors slammed shut, his screams muffled. Ethan turned to board, breath heavy. Full disclosure. Rebuild clean. Members nodded, one clapping slowly, then applause building. Maya gripped his arm, eyes fierce. We did it. Exposed. But a hidden guard, Victor's last loyal, drew a gun from the shadows. Not yet. Shot fired. Ethan shoved Maya down, a bullet grazing his shoulder, blood blooming. Chaos reignited. Board diving, Ethan tackling the shooter, crowbar from earlier smashing the weapon away. Maya scrambled up, kneeing the guard's face, cuffing him with spare ties. Your last play, Victor. Ethan winced, clutching his wound, but stood tall. Call medics and cops, full sweep. Board stabilized, chair declaring, company saved, Victor's assets frozen. Maya bandaged Ethan's arm quickly, their eyes meeting. Victory shared, pain laced. Feds burst in, badges flashing, dossiers handed over. Lead agent scanned. Ironclad, Blackwell, you're under arrest. Victor dragged back, glared daggers. This isn't over. But cuffs tightened, him hauled away, empire crumbling in his wake. Ethan addressed the board final. New era, justice first. Applause thundered. Maya signed to Lily via video link. We won. Lily signed back. Heroes. Dust settled, wounds tended, but shadows of Victor's threats lingered. Ethan pulled Maya close. Partners forever. She nodded, resolve unbroken. Truth unveiled, betrayer fallen, but healing's path opened, promising rebirth amid ruins. You'll rot for this. Family curse on you, Victor spat, chains rattling as federal agents shoved him into the courtroom, his glare piercing Ethan like daggers from the defendant's box. Ethan stood rigid in the witness stand, fist clenched, voice booming. Curse? You cursed us. Poisoned Aunt, crashed Lily, murdered Maya's sister. For your throne. Victor lunged against restraints, face contorted. Lies! I protected the legacy. The judge's gavel cracked down. Order! Proceed! Maya gripped the railing from the gallery, knuckles white, eyes locked on Victor. Admit it all, she whispered fiercely but aloud. Play the tapes. Prosecutor hit the button. Victor's recorded snarl filled the room. Eliminate threats. Mute the air. The jury gasped, one juror covering their mouth. Victor twisted. Edited. Fake. Ethan countered swiftly. Ledgers match. Bribes traced. Driver testified. You hired him. Evidence paraded. Files projected. Checks scanned. Videos rolling. Victor's lawyer objected frantically. Hearsay. The judge overruled sharply. Continue. Maya took the stand next, voice steel. My sister died in your botched hit. Collateral, you called it. Victor sneered. Poor trash. Wrong place. She slammed her fist on the wood. Trash? She had dreams. You stole them. Jury shifted, faces hardening. Ethan detailed next. Will forgeries, aunt's slow poison. Symptoms dismissed as illness. You dosed her. Victor roared. Proof. Drive inserted. Emails scrolled. Victor's orders to the pharmacist. Defense crumbled. The lawyer sweated, stammering. Mistrial. The judge denied. Guilty on all counts. Premeditated murder, attempted murder, fraud. Victor collapsed, head in hands, but snarled up. Ethan, you're weak. The company falls without me. Sentence dropped like a hammer. Life without parole. Agents dragged Victor out, his screams echoing, Revenge coming! Maya met Ethan's gaze across the room, nodding firmly. It's done. But loose ends tugged, bribed guards arrested, offshore accounts seized. Ethan addressed the press outside. Justice for Lily, for victims. Flashbulbs popped. Maya was at his side. Rebuild starts now. Back home, Lily signed frantically. Uncle gone? Ethan signed, forever. Safe. She hugged him tight, tears flowing. Maya joined, family forming. But calls poured, board cleanup, Victor's allies ousted, shares redistributed. Ethan fired corrupt execs personally. Out, now! They begged, he slammed doors. Assets frozen, funded reparations. Maya's community center expanded overnight. Trials wrapped, all knots untied. Driver was sentenced accessory, and witnesses were protected. Ethan visited Victor in prison once. Bars between. Why? Victor smirked weakly. Power. You never understood. Ethan walked away back straight. I do now. It's poison. Maya waited outside, arm linked. Healing begins. Justice sealed, wounds closing, but legacy's rebuild called, hope flickering in the aftermath. You think locking me away erases your sins? Victor's final taunt echoed in Ethan's ears as he slammed the prison gate behind him, fists clenched so tight that nails drew blood. But Ethan spun on his heel, striding out, resolve igniting like fire in his chest. No, I'll erase them myself. Maya waited in the car, eyes questioning. What now? He slid in, engine roaring to life. Redeem the Blackwell name. Start with the center. Expand it massively. Boardroom convened hours later. Ethan burst through the doors. Blueprint slammed on the table. New foundation, Blackwell Equity Fund. Millions for communities hit by our family's greed. Members shifted uneasily, one objecting sharply. Too risky. Profits drop. Ethan cut him off. Voice thunder. Profits built on blood? We change, or I dissolve it all. Maya stood beside, dossier remnants in hand. Support victims first. ASL programs nationwide. Scholarships for silenced kids. Votes tallied swiftly. Approval roared. Ethan signed checks on the spot. First to Maya's center. Renovations, staff hires, tech for deaf youth. She gripped his arm. This, for my sister? He nodded fiercely. And Lily, no more isolation. Construction crews mobilized overnight. Maya oversaw, hammer in hand one day, directing walls rising. Bigger classrooms, more signs taught. Kids watched wide-eyed, signing excitement. New home. Ethan didn't stop. He stormed company halls, firing holdouts loyal to Victor. Out. Your bribes end here. One begged, family ties. Ethan shoved him toward the exit. Family? You enabled murder. Policies flipped. Diversity mandates enforced. Black employees promoted fast. Maya consulted, hire from my world. Real change. He did interviews packed with overlooked talent. You're in. Prove it. Public launch hit like a bomb. Press conference, Ethan front and center. Blackwell wronged many. Today we atone. Cameras flashed. He unveiled funding details, grants for crash victims' families, therapy for trauma survivors. Maya spoke next, voice unyielding. My sister is gone, but her memory builds this. Donations poured, rivals matched, ripple spreading. Lily signed on stage. Thank you, Dad. The crowd cheered, Ethan hugging her tight, tears stinging. Deeper actions unfolded. Ethan visited crash sites, and memorials were erected. At Maya's sister's grave, he knelt, stone cold under knees. Forgive us. Maya joined, hand on his shoulder. Action forgives. They planted trees, symbols of growth. Company pivoted, tech for accessibility, ASL apps free worldwide. Ethan coded prototypes himself, fingers flying late nights. Test it, he told Lily. She signed perfect. Opposition struck. Victor's old allies sued, claiming fraud. Ethan fought in court, evidence wielded like a sword. Dismissed, the judge ruled. Wins stacked. Fund grew. Centers sprouting in Brooklyn, Harlem, beyond. Maya directed operations, promoting staff from the streets. You lead now. One woman nodded fiercely. For my kid, like your sister. Ethan's redemption burned. ASL mastered. Sessions with Lily daily. I see you now, he signed. She beamed. Love you. Maya integrated. Family dinners blending worlds. Jamal signed with Lily. Friends forever. Ethan funded research. Trauma reversal for mutes. If possible, for her. Doctors nodded. Trials start soon. Scale exploded. National partnerships. White House nod. Ethan addressed Congress. Corporate greed kills. Mandate equity. Bills passed. His testimony key. Maya lobbied beside. From waitress to warrior. Change possible. Awards came. They deflected. For the lost. Yet introspection hit. Ethan confessed nights. My blindness enabled him. Maya gripped his hand. Your light fixes it. Fund hit billions invested. Returns ethical. Profits soaring. Clean. Communities transformed. Jobs created. Voices amplified. Final push. Global summit. Ethan keynoting. Redeem errors with action. Maya close. Hope rises from ashes. Applause thundered. Legacy reborn. Ethan pulled her aside. Marry me. Build this together. She nodded, kiss ceiling. Hope's flame burned bright. Atonement complete. Futures intertwined in an unbreakable bond. Yes, yes, I'll marry you, Maya breathed, her lips crashing against Ethan's in a fierce kiss. Hands gripping his shirt as if anchoring herself to this new reality, amid the summit's roaring applause fading behind them. Ethan pulled back, eyes locked on hers, thumb brushing her cheek. Together, we build everything. Lily burst through the crowd, signing wildly. Wedding? Me too. Jamal tugged her sleeve, signing back. Family now. The four embraced, laughter mixing with tears, a unit forged from ashes. Months blurred into action. Wedding vows exchanged in the expanded community center. Maya in white, Ethan signing promises. See you always. Lily tossed flowers. Jamal held rings. Guests, board members, reformed execs, center kids, cheered as they kissed again, rings glinting. Honeymoon skipped. Instead, they dove into fund expansions. Ethan slammed blueprints on desks. Global reach, centers in every state. Maya nodded sharply. Focus on silenced voices, ASL mandatory in schools. Challenges hit fast. Lawsuits from Victor's echoes, media storms accusing of overreach. Ethan faced cameras head-on. We atone, no more. Maya flanked him. Greed blinded us. Compassion guides now. Suits dismissed. Public swung support. Donations surging. Lily thrived. Therapy breakthroughs, her first voiced whisper. Dad. Ethan dropped to his knees, hugging her fiercely. My girl. Maya wiped tears. Strength wins. Company transformed. Ethical tech boomed. Profits reinvested. Ethan fired the last holdouts personally. Out. Your era ends. New hires from Maya's networks flooded in, ideas exploding. Promote her, Ethan commanded, pointing to a sharp black engineer. Board complied, innovations followed, apps translating signs to speech, free for all. Maya launched programs. Teach empathy, no judgments. Kids signed stories of overcoming, and parents wept. Personal bonds deepened. Family nights, Ethan signing bedtime tales with Lily and Jamal. Once a blind king learned to see, he began. Lily interrupted. Through love. Maya laughed, pulling them close. Lesson 1. Actions heal. Ethan confessed vulnerabilities. I judged you, Maya. Never again. She squeezed his hand. We all grow. Victor's prison letters arrived, threats scrawled. Ethan burned them. His poisoned eyes. But lessons lingered. Ethan mentored youth. Blind spots kill, open eyes. Maya echoed in speeches, from waitress to leader, rise through fire. Awards piled. They donated prizes back. For the next generation, Ethan declared. Empire rebuilt clean. Shares to Lily secured. Her board seat waiting. She signed at meetings. Ideas here. Ethan beamed. Future's yours. Maya birthed their child. A boy singing from the crib. Full circle, Ethan whispered, cradling him. Family expanded. Holidays blending cultures. Thanksgiving with soul food. Christmas signs lit bright. Years accelerated. Funds touched millions. Scholarships granted. Lives mended. Ethan, retired CEO, handed the reins to a diverse team. Lead with heart. Maya ran global ops, traveling fiercely. No child silenced. Lily graduated, voice strong. Thanks to you. Jamal proposed to his love, signing vows. Final gathering, anniversary at the center, now a campus. Ethan addressed the crowd. We learned, judgment divides, empathy unites. Maya added, from one act of kindness, worlds change. Lily signed closing, love conquers. Applause thundered. They linked hands, gazing at horizons. But deeper truth settled. Ethan reflected nights. Blindness isn't eyes, it's heart. Maya nodded. And redemption? Endless work. Lessons etched. Don't assume, connect. Greed destroys, generosity builds. Families form beyond blood. As the sun set, they walked the grounds, kids playing, signs flying. Ethan pulled Maya close. Our legacy, she smiled, hope eternal. Circle complete, wounds healed, futures bright in unbreakable light. In the end, this story reminds us that true connection transcends prejudice and power. It's about seeing beyond appearances, embracing empathy, and fighting for justice when wrongs are uncovered. Don't let assumptions blind you. Instead, let kindness bridge the divides in our world. What about you? Share your thoughts or a similar experience in the comments below. Your stories could inspire someone else. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.